Basic Science Standard 7 Unit 5 When Current Flows. Let us see the unit after discussing the question answer of the previous class. Okay.
Hi, I'm Gauri B, studying in 7th E. Previous class questions and answers. What are the important organs in the digestive system? Stomach, small intestine, large intestine. What is nutrition? The process of intake and utilization of food by organisms is nutrition. What are the different stages in nutrition? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, excretion. Which are the excretory organs in the human body? Skin, liver, kidney, lungs. Why should we drink more water? Excess urea, water and salt in the blood are filtered and expelled in the form of urine. In order to facilitate this process, children should drink at least 1.5 liter and adults should drink 3 liters of water daily. Urine contains 96%. How do plants expel waste? Waste materials are stored in the bark which later gets detached. Waste materials are expelled as exudates from them. Why should we clean our body? Sweat and other wastes are expelled through the minute pores of the skin. They accumulate on the skin, hence the skin has to be cleaned. What is dehydration? The condition of excessive loss of water and salt from the body is dehydration. What is the role of kidney in human body? Kidney is the major excretory organ in the body. Excess urea, water and salt in the blood are filtered and expelled in the form of urine. Thank you.
Dear students, Unit 5 When Current Flows is a small, interesting and very useful unit. The significant learning outcomes of this unit are: make an electric circuit using torch cells, bulbs, switch, etc. Classify substances into conductors and insulators. Draw electric circuits using symbols. Make an electromagnet. Identify a safety fuse and explain its function. Identify the instances of wastage of electricity and also suggest and implement methods to avoid such situations. Last, identify the first aid to be given to a person who gets an electric shock and apply them when required. So these are the 7 learning outcomes of this unit. Electricity is a form of energy. It is inevitable nowadays. We have already studied that we can't make energy, but we can change the form of energy. So we can change electrical energy into light energy, heat energy, sound energy and mechanical energy or etc. In this unit, first of all, let us see what is a circuit. Circuit is a route through which electrical current flows from a source and enable a device to work. There are 2 types of circuit: closed circuit and open circuits. The electric device work when the circuit is complete. Such a circuit is called a closed circuit. If any disconnection in the circuit, the device does not work. It is said to be an open circuit. When we put the switch on, the circuit will be closed, and when we switch off the switch, the circuit will be open. Let us see the picture of a circuit. There are mainly 3 components in a circuit. 1. Source of electricity. 2. Wire that conducts electricity. And 3. Device that uses electricity. Moreover, switch and fuse are seen in a circuit. Switch is a device used to make open and close the circuit, and fuse is a device used in circuits as a precaution to protect the circuit and electric devices from damage caused by the flow of excess current. Substances that conduct electricity are called conductors, and those which do not conduct electricity are called insulator. Means conductors allow the electricity to pass through it, but insulator does not allow the electricity to pass through it. We can draw a circuit using symbols. Please note the symbols of electric cell, battery, bulb, glowing bulb, switch in the on mode and switch in the off mode, buzzer, fuse and conducting wire. Dear children, if you try, you can glow a bulb, you can make a beep sound from a buzzer, or even you can make work a mini motor. For this, you need source of electricity, that is a battery and a piece of copper wire. Make the circuit with these and replace the bulb with a buzzer and replace the buzzer with a mini motor. You will be thrilled. You are familiar with conductors. For example, a nail, a steel spoon, a tin sheet, copper wire, aluminum wire. All these are conductors. But you are familiar with the insulation tape. Insulation tape is an insulator. And paper, block of wood, plastic wire, rubber band, etc. are insulators. We usually connect a switch in a circuit. Switch is a device used to control the current of electricity. When the switch is in the on mode, the circuit will be closed. And when the switch is in the off mode, the circuit will be open. Different types of switches are available in the market. Ordinary switches, bell switch, two-way switch, press button switch, DP switch, etc. are examples of different types of switches. The conducting wires usually used in circuits are multi-standard wire, laminated wire, service wire and non-insulated wire. It is essential to attach a safety fuse in a circuit. As you know, the fuse is a very thin wire. The fuse wire gets heated when current flows through it. It was the flow of excess current that burned off the thin fuse wire. So, it to protect the circuit and electric devices from damages caused by the flow of excess current. Nowadays, MCB means miniature circuit, that is the expansion of MCB, is used instead of safety fuse in houses. This device breaks a circuit whenever there is an excessive flow of current. Now let us make a magnet with the help of electricity. The scientist Christian Ørsted discovered that a magnetic field is produced around a current-carrying conductor. Electromagnets are made by utilizing the relationship between electricity and magnetism. Take an insulated copper wire of 75 cm length. Wind it closely over an iron nail from one end to the other. Remove the insulation from both ends of the wire and connect them to a battery. Bring some pins near the nail. What do you see? Here the nail becomes a magnet temporarily. There are many devices that make use of electromagnets. Electric fan, electric bell, electric motor are some examples. Electricity is produced making use of the energy of the water stored in dams. The water stored at a height in a dam is made to flow through penstock pipes to reach the turbine installed at a very low level. The turbine rotates using the energy of flowing water. It makes the generator work and generates electricity. Idukki power station is the biggest hydroelectric power station in Kerala. We also use the electricity produced in other power stations too. We know the importance of electricity as the most used form of energy. The regulation of power supply in the form of load shedding and power cut is imposed when the demand of electricity increases while its production does not. How do we face this challenge? We must avoid situations of wasting it. Bulb and fan switched on even when there is no one in the room. TV switched on even when there is no one to watch it. Bulb switched on even during daytime. A refrigerator left open are some examples of wasting electricity. You can take very good steps to avoid wastage of electricity in such situations. While selecting electric appliances, star symbols are marked on electric appliances. The number of stars on them indicates the energy efficiency of the device. See that you select electric devices with more number of stars. You may know that the electricity used to home is more powerful than what you get from a torch cell. Electricity can cause accidents if not used carefully and may even lead to death. Here are some situations leading to an electric shock. Operating a switch with a wet hand, removing plug pins when the switch is on, using wires without insulation, changing bulb when the switch is on. All these are situations leading to an electric shock. And now what immediate action should we take to save a person who gets electric shock? The first thing to do is to cut off the electric connection. For this, either switch off the electric supply or remove the fuse. In case this is not possible, push away the affected person using materials which do not conduct electricity. The person should be taken to the nearest hospital immediately if the shock is severe. Give artificial respiration if necessary. Warm the body up by massaging softly. If the heartbeat ceases, immediately place your palms one over the other on the person's chest and start pressing down and then release. Continue this process until the heart starts beating on its own. By doing this, you can save the life of a person. Okay. Dear students, I hope almost all the important learning outcomes of this unit are covered within the shortest time. Thank you. Now let us go through some questions. Question number 1. What is electricity? 2. Write a few uses of electricity. 3. Describe a circuit. 4. Describe open and closed circuit. 5. Which are the major components of a circuit? 6. What is a conductor? 7. What is an insulator? 8. Name the different types of switches. And 9. List the different types of wires. 10. What is safety fuse? 11. What is MCB? 12. Describe electromagnet. And 13. Who discovered that a magnetic field is produced around a current carrying conductor? 14. Write the method of making electromagnet. 15. Describe the hydroelectric power station of which is the biggest hydroelectric power station in Kerala. 17. Write any 4 situations where we waste electricity. And 18. Write any few situations where you got electric shock. 19. How do we treat the person who got electric shock? And 20 last. Write the importance of star symbols in electric devices. Okay, dear students, try to find out the answers of these questions and write it in your notebook. Okay, thank you.